Welcome to the sixth and the final part of the electricity and magnetism series. In this part, we are going to conclude the entire chapter by learning about the various symbols of the components of an electric circuit. So without any further delay, let's soar the sky. What are the various components of an electric circuit? An electric circuit, as I have already explained to you in the previous video, is a complete path through which electric current or charges can pass. It has to be complete. It cannot be open or it cannot be broken somewhere, made up of various conducting devices. So, what are the part of that kind of a path or a circuit? The parts of an electric circuit or the various components of an electric circuit are: number one, the source of electricity; number two, a switch or a key; number three, a bulb, which can be any electric you can say appliance, which would actually indicate by glowing whether the current is properly passing through the circuit or not; and last but not the least, the various connecting wire that would connect each and every component of the circuit. Now we will go in details into each and every part of an electric circuit. What is a source of electricity? A source of electricity is nothing but a single or a group of cells taken which supplies the electric current in the circuit. It acts as a source of electric current by supplying electric current in the circuit. So, a cell or a group of cells is generally used as a source of electricity. A group of cells, when they are connected in series, that means horizontally, they are called a battery. I have already explained this in the previous video. You can check it out there. I'll give the link in the description box. When two or more cells are connected in a series pattern, they form a more powerful source, and that is called a battery. The third point is any cell, whether it's a single cell or a multiple cell forming a battery, any cell will have two terminals, that is positive and negative terminals. Now we will come into the symbols of this particular point, that is source of electricity. So what is a symbol of a cell? First of all, a cell is, we already know that cell has two terminals, a positive terminal and a negative terminal. So a cell is represented by two vertical lines of unequal length. The longer one represents the positive terminal of the cell, whereas the shorter one represents the negative terminal of the cell. This is what the symbol of a cell looks like. This longer vertical line representing the positive terminal, whereas the shorter vertical line representing the negative terminal. Now, if we want to draw the symbol of a battery, this is a single cell symbol. This, in the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4, depending upon how many cells are being used, we can use this as a symbol of a battery. The second component of an electrical circuit is a switch or a key. What is a switch or a key? A switch or a key is that component that helps us to control the flow of electricity in a circuit. Because it is used to put the circuit in an on condition or in an off condition. In an on condition, the current flows in the circuit, whereas in an off condition, the current stops flowing inside the circuit. So it basically controls the flow of electric current in the circuit. The current flows when it is closed, as I've already told you, or in an on, and stops flowing when it is open or put off. Alright, so when a closed key is there, the current will flow. When an open key is there, the current will stop flowing. This is the symbol of an open key and this is the symbol of a closed key. And this is the symbol of an open switch or a switch in an off position. And this is the symbol of a closed switch or a switch in on position. So all these symbols are very important. Make sure you pause the video wherever necessary to note down the important details. The third component in an electric circuit is a bulb or any type of resistor. What does it do? It basically opposes the flow of electricity by consuming. Okay, now what we can see, when an electric circuit is connected, a bulb ultimately glows. So it consumes electricity and at the same time creates a resistance in the circuit. So any bulb will have the symbolic representation like this, whereas any resistance will have the symbolic representation of this. The fourth and the last component of an electric circuit are the connecting wires, which are conducting wires, which can also be termed as conducting wires, as they connect the other components of the electric circuit, one with the other. Okay, so all these connecting wires have the symbols like this. Any line that you draw in between the components of the electric circuit will act as connecting wire. Connecting wires are generally made of extremely good conductors like copper, aluminium, etc. Now, this electric circuit's components that I have just explained it to you is nothing but the components of a basic electric circuit. Now, the circuits can be more complex and people can add more and more components in a circuit, but any basic electric circuit would have these four main components. Without these four components, any circuit, a basic circuit, cannot be made. So my dear students, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can get more and more interesting topics taught in the channel. Thank you.